Monday, August 28th, and the Dome Foamers podcast is back. I'm your host, Christian Kruger, and joined as always by Neil Mietsky and Brian Dorton. We're just Astros fans who love to talk about the Astros. So, boys, let's go. All right, here we are. Stros are playing again as we do this podcast. Episode
the Red Sox
8.
again. They're playing the Red Sox again.
That's it. It's true.
Deja vu.
Episode 18. The Stros are winning 13-4. And before we recorded this podcast, Dorton said it'd be cool if Altuve hit a home run for the cycle. And sure enough, Altuve hit a home run for the cycle.
It'd be really cool if I won the lottery too. It'd be really cool.
Yeah. I think you'd rather rather want to do that. But before we get cranked up and started, our title sponsor is Two Gringos Chupacabra Rub and Seasonal. Two Gringos makes the finest rub, salsa, chips, jerky, marinade you've ever tasted. If you haven't tried their products, please do it today because you don't know what you're missing. The main thing you need to know about Two Gringos Chupacabra products is that they are so good because they only use the finest ingredients and never, ever take shortcuts when it comes to quality. This is why we are proud to have Two Gringos Chupacabra as our title sponsor. You can find them in your local grocery store in your area or on their website at twogringoschupacabra.com. That is the number 2 gringoschupacabra.com. We have Labor Day weekend coming up. It's a big grill weekend. Go get you some Two Gringos Chupacabra because I know we will be using it. And thank you to the fine people there that are our title sponsor.
I am going to fire up some meats this weekend.
I have a feeling you would. I'm going to as well. Where to begin? So let's just go with it. We were 4-3 for the week. We are, I just had it, 74-58 for the year. One game back, we actually made up ground by going 4-3 because the team up north is so terrible. They're doing exactly what we predicted. I think they did win their second game tonight for the second game in 2 weeks. However, the Mariners don't lose because they don't play anybody, and they beat and swept us that we talked about last week on the podcast. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a race to the finish. As we stated already, we're winning 13-4 right now. We either score a ton of runs or score one run every other game. So Neil,
famine.
I come to you with your temp check.
Well, you kind of summed it up. I mean, it's like the old cyclone at Astroworld. You got your ups and you got your downs, and my God, when you go down, it's pretty ugly. You know, I guess when we last talked, Javier was pitching. I think Javier was pitching last Monday, and I think that was last Monday. Maybe not. Maybe it was Verlander. Anyways, we won the first 2 against Boston. And then your Queedy, we lost that one. And then obviously the 1-17 shellacking that where people got to see Maldonado pitch.
Man.
I mean, that's probably a season low for us, but somehow we're hanging in there. We blew one in Detroit, which is frustrating. So that made that 3 losses in a row. And I think, like you said, the fact that we're somehow still in the mix, and I think we just got to hang on, and I know that's kind of a cheesy thing to say, but if we can stay close to Seattle at this time, I mean, obviously staying close to Texas too, but if we can just hang around and get our stretch of Kansas City's and Oakland's, get that situation while Seattle and and Texas hit their little run, and obviously the series coming up against the Rangers is going to be an interesting one. So I think it's going to be like this, like we talked about earlier before we started tonight. We're scoring double-digit runs, so don't even watch tomorrow. That's been the trend. So the temperature is steady. Put the 1-17 loss behind you. Put the 13 to whatever win today behind you. I mean, every day's a new day, and you play one at a time. So good, not great would be the temperature. It's getting down to the end. It's going to be like this. I mean, to the last game. So it's August. You still got September to shuffle and bustle and get after it. So I'm okay.
All right, Dorton. Fire away.
Same thing, man. Another day, ain't nothing changed. I mean, we're feast or famine. We live and die by our offense, and it depends on which offense decided to suit up that day. And so the good one is out tonight. The one that showed up last Thursday or whatever, it was Thursday. It was
Friday.
Was it Friday?
Thursday and Friday back to back.
Well, that one on Thursday was the one that was one of the worst apparent the 17 run.
Friday's offense was pretty bad too.
Debacle.
Yeah.
That was all just awful. And yeah, Friday's one was the one that was probably the most disheartening. Yeah. Coming off that 17 run schlacking. And then, I mean, you have it in the bag and then we lose it in what? That was when we lost it with with Presley, right? And we had it. We were up 1-0 with a one hitter. That was awful. But we had one hit. We had one hit.
An infield dribbler.
Yeah. I mean,
nice.
I'm gonna wait till Dorton's done. So keep going.
Yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. Like I saw an interesting tweet earlier. I'll have to credit I don't remember who it was. I'll go back and find it, but it broke down the where we were at this point over the past 4 or 5 years record wise. And it was interesting because, I mean, we're not far away. We obviously we were 10 games ahead of where we were where we are now last year, but we're right in the middle of like the mix of where we've been for the past probably 6 years right now. So we're not doing any worse. The only problem is we are staying the same in a division this year that is much better than it's been over the past. Much, much better. And can't do that. Can't be the same status quo this year. And we're seeing that. So
okay, I'm gonna unpack that real quick. Because then you said you saw it. I was at fall ball practice with my middle one. So you said that based on last year, we're 10 games behind what we were. You can't expect to do that pace every year, right?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So let's say, can you imagine if we were just 5 games behind? That means we would be 5 games better than we are. Yeah, I know 5. It would be 5 games better than we are now, which means we would be leading the division, quote unquote, by 4 games. I mean, every game freaking matters. I would much rather be leading by 4 games than chasing a team and being tied with the other. The division is better, but the Rangers played over their head in the first half of the year. They've had some injuries just like the Astros have. So they're on regress mode. They're still gonna be a threat, right? Because we're basically all the same. I don't even know what to think about Seattle. Again, we talked about this last week on the podcast, so I'm going to unpack this week first. We need to play better. I mean, this. So, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. The 2 worst losses combined to back for the year were this past week. The 17-1 loss versus Boston and then the 4-1 loss to the Tigers. We both scored
Awful.
1 run. I think we went 1 run, 1 run, correct?
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
Correct.
I believe we've gone 9 runs, 17 runs, and now 13 runs since then. So we
Correct.
went 1, 1, 9, 17, 13, 39 runs in the next 3 games. You can't. We said this. It's baseball. That is such a wide disparity. I don't know we're scoring 0
Yeah.
runs tomorrow. We are scoring 0 runs tomorrow.
And that's
But-
what's so frustrating. Gosh.
Absolutely.
Well, you know who's going to be back tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute. Well, let's
maybe
table that.
maybe is that this missing puzzle piece? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Uncle
yet.
Mike? Uncle Mike
I don't know yet.
not being here is the missing
I don't
puzzle
want to
piece
talk
that we
about
need?
that. I don't want to talk about that right now. Can we talk about that at the end or when we get done? I've got so many frustrations on that whole deal. So so Neil said, let's hang around. I get it. I understand because we're doing this a roller coaster, hang around. Somebody of these 3 teams has to take the bull by the horns and step up and get after it. And that's who's going to win the division. The only thing that is solved right now by the American League is who's going to be the 1 seed and who's going to be the 3 and 4. So the Twins will be the 3 seed. The Rays are going to be the 4 seed. And then 2, 5, and 6 are wide open.
Baltimore's up in front of Tampa,
Baltimore,
right?
Yeah, Baltimore's the 1 seed.
Baltimore would be 1. Yeah.
Is that what? Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Right?
Yeah, I said the 1 seed will either be Baltimore or Tampa. I think
gotcha.
Baltimore. The
Gotcha.
3 seed's going to be Minnesota. That's all. That's done.
Yeah.
The 4 seed's going to be the other team of Baltimore and Tampa because they'll be the first
Yeah.
wild card. So the seeds that are up for play are the 2, 5, and 6.
Right. I'm with you.
And one of these 3
now, we're only 6 games back from Tampa at this point. We're gaining ground on Tampa. I'm just saying, gaining ground on Tampa.
We need to worry about winning the division over Tampa.
Well,
we ain't catching Tampa, but whatever. Someone has to step up. The Astros have the pedigree. I'll be honest, I am tired of the way they're playing. I am tired of the uncertainty, the crazy difference in variables that's going on every other night. I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it. But we're now 29 games after tonight because we're going to win tonight. So someone's got to step up. Now, Neil made a text. I'm going to share this text message that I was at practice. We were all doing things. Neil sent on our group text, and I think it's 100% just kind of speaks to it. Neil said, Javier is frustrating. Altuve and Jordan aren't.
Yeah.
Amen. I mean, Altuve and Jordan have 8 hits tonight, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about injuries because we're going to have Altuve he's played 60 plus games, and Jordan's been obviously out for a long time. Those guys totally changed the lineup. But however, we've scored 1 run a couple times with those guys in the lineup too. But someone in the pitching staff has got to step up and help this bullpen. A multitude of guys need to step up on the offensive side, and we need to go on a streak here. And I'm not saying we need to win 8 in a row, but this 4-3, 3-4 crap.
Yeah.
We need to go 6-2, 7-1, and lay some hay and make the Mariners and Rangers, who we know 7 of the last 10 games play each other, make them come get us. It's time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think I think you're exactly right, because we can't we can't expect to win the division if we keep going 4-3.
No.
right? I mean, it's just not gonna.
No,
It's just not
and
logical.
we need to stop putting in someone else's control. We need to take control.
Correct.
Control we can
And,
control.
and like I said last week, looking at some of this, Texas, they finish off the 3-game series the next 2 days at New York. Seattle, they've got the Oakland series again. They're at home versus Oakland. That thing's over. So this is where after the Oakland series, like I said last week, this is where it gets interesting for Seattle in that they're on the road for 3 at the Mets, for 3 at the Reds, and 4 at the Rays. And these are consecutive, right? So there's 10 games there, and then like I said last week, then they come home for 3 versus the Dying Angels. But that's going to be a big stretch for them. While that's happening, Houston and Texas play each other, right? I mean, us and the Rangers play a 3-game series, so that's obviously in Arlington. We have the Yankees, but prior to that, at home. So, I mean, I hate to say like next week's a big week because every week is a big week.
Yeah,
But
every game at this point is a big game. I mean, it just matters.
I think there's some opportunity in the next 2 weeks to potentially separate a little bit, at least from Texas, at least from those guys, maybe even Seattle. I mean, to say Seattle's going to continue to do what they've been doing, I think that maybe we look back in a month and go, man, they peaked at the wrong time.
The
They peaked
thing that
in
scares
end of
me about
August.
Seattle, is every single starter they will out there can beat you. I mean, every single one.
Mm-hmm.
They have the best starting staff. They have the best starters in Major League Baseball. And what hacks me off about them is they traded their closer at the deadline.
Yeah, they did.
They basically were saying, we're done.
Yeah.
And they got hot. And it's because their starting pitching keeps them in every freaking game. They don't give up any runs. But again, that's out of our control until we play them 3 more. We play them 3 more times. The other
second
games,
last series.
we need to go on like a let's do the last 30. Let's do this real quick. So we're winning tonight, so we're going to 1-0. I think we need to go like
20-10.
I was just going to say 20-10. That's 667, man. That ain't easy.
Mm-mm.
I mean, do y'all think
so,
19-11 gets it done? I don't think 18-12 does.
20-10 puts us at 95 wins on the season.
It does. I mean, that is the math.
Tonight will be win 75.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. I think 20-10 gets it done. I think 95 gets it done. I don't know after that. I don't know who gets it done. I just don't know. I think 95 will win the West. Ooh, I don't know if 94, 93. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, what that means is that on Saturday, our streak started. That 9, what we did 9 runs, 17 runs, 13 runs tonight. That means that just continues for the next 20 games.
100%.
Seriously.
Next 29 games.
I mean, 29, yeah, for next 30 games. Yeah. Yeah. That just has to continue.
All right, let me ask this question. I love these random, I love the randomness of this. This is what I like about this thing. Okay, so yes or no question. I'm going to Dubon Dorton first. What win total do you think wins the West? I'm not saying it's the Astros. What win total? Because that's what you need to focus on. Like nothing else matters. You got to get to a win total. What number do you think wins the West? The AL West champion will have how many wins?
And Seattle's got? I mean, they've got cupcakes right now, but I mean,
Oh,
like Seattle's
it
got a
definitely.
tough.
Miesky's right. It toughens up, and then their last 10 is against the Astros and Rangers.
Yeah, they toughen up the end. I mean, I think anywhere between
No.
90
I didn't say. But I
95.
didn't say. I didn't say
90
between number.
All right, 94 wins it. 94. How about that?
Neil.
I would love to spend some time on this
I know it's interesting.
because I would love to go down all of these games and kind of guesstimate.
Well, let's. Okay.
I'll just
Let's say your number, and then I'll say mine, and then let's go through for time's sake, let's go through the Astros, and let's be as realistic as we can, not being the fans homers that we are.
well, I mean, we're saying if we win 2 of 3 for the rest of the year, there's your 20-10.
That ain't gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna go 20-10.
So then, if we're not going 20-10,
You don't think we'll win the rest of the series?
I mean, I want my answer to be yes, but
Who's gonna sweep us?
I didn't say sweep.
Or who are we gonna lose? Who are we gonna lose a series to?
Seattle.
we have Baltimore. We have Baltimore at home. We go to Seattle. Those are 2 scary ones.
You don't think we can then sweep? So Baltimore takes a series from us. Seattle takes a series from us. You don't think we can sweep the A's and the Royals?
I do think we can. I mean, I said that. I brought those 9 games up 3 podcasts ago. Like, I think we need to go.
But that's
not the question. The question was, do you think we're going to win every series? I said, no, we're not.
Oh yeah. Okay. But we don't have to win. We don't have to win every series, right? If we can,
we don't.
But we do have to sweep the ones after we lose a series.
Do you think we're going 9-0 versus the A's and Royals? I don't.
I think we'll at least go 6-0. And that gives us, well, I know that, but that gives us 2 series that we can lose.
Okay, then what do you think? I mean, those are the dogs, right? Those are the easiest 3 series we have. So what do you think we're going to do on those 9 games? Not 6 games. What do you think we're going to do in those 9 games?
I mean, I hope we sweep 2 of those series, and I hope we win the other series, right?
I lose 1. I would agree.
1.
I think we're going 7-2.
That's bad.
All right, my quick run.
I agree with you.
My quick run through says 94. 94.
See, I didn't have to go do my math nerdness that you did going to the schedule. I think 94 is the number. I think whoever wins the West is going to win 94 games.
So if we win 20 games, according to our theory, we should be okay.
I just don't think we're going to win 20 games.
It's possible.
It is totally.
And I'm not saying like just mathematically. I'm saying looking at our schedule, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying. And you watch tonight's game.
Well, no, go ahead, Neil. Go ahead, and I'll.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You watch tonight's game, and you go, yeah. I mean, if that's 20-10 sounds lovely. If we would have talked Friday night and done the podcast after the 1-7, we'd be like, oh, we'd be lucky to go 15-15.
I thought we were going to go 0-32.
I think I texted y'all something like, this team doesn't deserve to be a playoff team. The team that came onto the field last week, or that whatever it was that Friday night? The Friday night one where we lost 4-1.
Yep.
That team didn't deserve to be a playoff team.
Okay, Nieski, you have a schedule in front of you just for the Astros.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is kind of forecasting, but let's do it. I think it's a great topic. The Red Sox series. We won tonight.
Okay.
So let's try to all agree. We don't have to. We can argue why, but let's try to be realistic as we can, being fans that we are. My prediction is we go 2-1.
Got it. Already got it down that way. Okay.
Gordon,
I'm okay with that.
You agree?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yankees
then
and
we're
Houston. Yeah, Yankees. We have
yep,
an off day Thursday. Yankees and Houston, correct?
yep.
Right.
I'm
Who?
saying 2 or 3.
I agree.
Okay.
Gordon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, agree. Okay. Rangers and Arlington.
Yep. Woo.
Current Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a chance we go 3-0 there.
I agree. There's a chance. I think we go 2-1.
Okay.
The pause. I'll
home.
put no, this is in
No,
Arlington.
this is in Arlington.
Oh no. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I thought you meant the pause. I thought you meant the Padres. All right.
I'm gonna say for the sake of like on the downside, I'd say 1-2. Very, very easily could go 2-1. I mean, who the hell knows?
No,
Where
100%.
I'm gonna say since we're on the road, I'm gonna say 1-2.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought we would all be in agreement on 2-1. Okay.
I hope I'm going like again maybe worst case scenario here.
All right. Then what's after the Rangers?
So we have
I'm
not
bye,
going-
then we have
I'm not going worst case, Neil. I'm trying to be as realistic as I think based on who we're playing. But go ahead.
yeah no I mean I'm just saying against the Rangers in Arlington. That's not like
We're 6-4 against the Rangers. We took 3 out of 4 against them.
fair.
They're not
Right.
the team. They're not the team I'm worried about.
Sure, agreed. We have a bye, then we play the lifeless San Diego Padres
At home.
at home. I'm saying at a minimum 2-3, but we suck at home.
So you mean 2-1, 2 out of 3 is what
I
you're
mean
saying.
2-1, 2 out of 3. Sorry.
I think 2-1. I would agree with that. Jordan, you go with that?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Then we host Oakland. Again, for the low end of this deal, I'm going to say 2-1. Obviously, the sweep is a huge possibility. I hate saying that crap. Is a greater possibility.
I'm saying 3-0.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we sweep that at home.
Okay.
So, hang on just
And
a
I
second.
think
Let me
we
mark.
sweep it. For the record, I think we sweep the next one, the Royals, in Kansas City.
All right. So yeah, then at Kansas City.
I don't agree with that. I think we go 2-1.
That's what I think. I mean, who knows? I mean, this is August guesstimation. I'm gonna say 2-1 also. Baltimore at home.
Well, I'm going to probably be at that Tuesday game, so that's one win for sure.
Oh, I like it.
I mean, we took 2 out of 3 of them in Baltimore. I know it doesn't mean we'll do the same thing here. I really like Baltimore a lot. They're the next Astros, but they don't have the. I'm going to say 2-1 Stros.
That's
But
what I think.
they're going to have a lot to play for. I mean, they're going to still be playing. That's going to. I mean, they're just they're a fun team to freaking watch. 2-1 Astros. So far, we haven't lost a series yet. Not really liking those chances, but keep going.
Well, I said that we would. I said that we would lose the Rangers. I personally said that. Y'all said
Yeah, you
that.
did. You did. That's fair.
Okay. Kansas City at home. Again, to say you just walk in and sweep somebody is not realistic. Like, but this is talking late September.
I'm gonna say 2-1.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of where I am.
Okay, Dorton. I know you want to sweep.
No,
I get it.
But I think we sweep it in Kansas City, but I think we win the series here. So 2-1.
Okay.
At Seattle.
1-2.
Yeah, I think
Agreed.
I think we lose that one. I think we lose that series. 1-2.
I hope we get one.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm I'll say this. I think going to Arizona is also going to be
oh boy
very hard fought 2 wins.
Is that the next series?
That's the last series.
That's the last series.
It seems like we don't ever play great there.
We'll lose against Zach Gallen because he's a stud. I'm sure he'll pitch that last series. I'm gonna say we go 2-1.
That's where I am.
I hope so.
So I'm just counting what I wrote down. I know, Neil, you were right. You had 1-2 in Rangers. I put 2-1 versus them. By the way, I'll never say we're gonna lose a series to the Rangers for eternity, but I understand why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I have us at 20-10.
I've got us at 18-12.
So you said the Rangers game, and then what other one?
I said that. I thought I counted 18. I said we'd lose 2 at
3, 4.
2 at Texas.
Yeah, I got us at 20-10.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the Texas game, and then I had us losing 1 versus Oakland. So did you?
No, I had a sweep in Oakland the first time.
There it is.
Losing one the second. No, we won't play more. Yeah, sweeping.
Dorton, did you tally yours by chance?
No, I didn't.
Gotcha.
It's just interesting. I mean, do I think we're going to lose one series the rest of the year? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think 19-11 is the number. I think I agree with what you said earlier, Neil. My number was 94. I think whatever West team gets to 94 probably wins. I don't know if we're going to be right or not, but I think that's the number. 95 for sure. I think 95 for sure.
It'll be interesting. It'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun and frustrating all in one.
It's fun. It's fun when we win.
Yeah.
It'd be great if both the Rangers and the Mariners started essing the bed.
Well, the Rangers already have
on a nightly basis.
The last 10 games, the Mariners have made 9 games up on the Rangers. Because the Rangers have went 1-9, not to count tonight, and the Mariners have went 9-1, and the Rangers went 1-9. That's unbelievable. That's how quick it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they're doing exactly what I said they would do. They're going to Ranger.
So watch out, Tampa Bay. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you, Brian. I am.
Seriously.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all.
I don't see it happening, but hey, stranger things have happened.
No doubt.
Okay. So how frustrated are you with the starting pitching?
I can't watch Javier anymore.
Javier is we need to sit down and have some real talk with old C-Jav.
I agree. It's bad. I've gotten a little flack from acquaintances, friends that listen to the podcast about me being down on JP France, and I haven't been down. Just the metrics have not been kind to him. Boy, that was a wake-up call from the world with his last start. That was
I had a buddy basically say the same thing, is that but you know, we had said he's on borrowed time, and the next thing you know, holy smokes. And
I'm not rooting for that. Yeah, I'm not rooting for that, but it's just at the time, I don't want to get too technical, but his advanced ERA on balls put in play was like a run and a half, or almost 2 runs more than what it was. I don't know exactly. I had it down. But he got credited for 10 runs earned the other night.
Yeah, sure did.
His
Blew that
ERA jumped.
ERA up.
His
Yeah.
19th start of the year, his ERA still jumped 0.75 points. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Urquidy came in tonight. I think that's exactly what he should do. He should be a long inning, 2 inning guy. He's got 2 good innings and then get him out. He's actually listed as the starter tomorrow that I saw.
Yeah.
So obviously he's not
I
pitching
know.
tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't dug in because I was at baseball practice to see what we're doing tomorrow. I know we have off day Thursday.
Is it not France then? By my calculations.
Well, if that's the case, I might
Or
not
is
tune
it-
in tomorrow.
Who would be pitching then?
I can't keep up with the off days and all.
All right,
that.
let's go backwards. France was Friday. Valdez, back up. France was Thursday.
Thursday.
Valdez was Friday. Brown was Saturday. Verlander Sunday. Javier Monday. Urquidy pitched tonight. France is up.
But that's only 4 days, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying too. Frenchie tomorrow.
On 4 days rest after getting, I mean, only pitched 2 innings, but he did throw a bunch of innings, a bunch of pitches. But
that's who's up. If Urquidy pitched
wow,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I don't see France. I don't see France pitching tomorrow.
Who pitches?
They have France listed. Now, again, this does not mean it's right. They have France listed for Wednesday.
Yeah. Well,
Who
they
pitches
had Urquidy
tomorrow?
Yeah.
We sent Blanco back. We sent Blanco back down, didn't we?
Maldi pitching.
We sent Blanco back today.
I thought we sent him back down. Am I wrong? Did we not?
Let me look at the 40-man, see what we've got here.
We'll just look at the active roster.
Yeah.
Didn't he pitch yesterday?
It tells you how busy we've gotten in between all of our stuff.
Yeah, no kidding. No, Blanco.
It's also keeping up what they're doing.
No Blanco.
Oh no. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because Maton. Oh, that's right. Maton came up.
You got me what they're doing tomorrow. Then maybe Dusty talked about it in the presser, but we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I don't see how you can move France up after that.
Well, yeah.
Huh. I don't know. A couple of just note stats that as bad as Maldonado's been, I think Abreu tied him tonight, but he has as many home runs as Jose Abreu and one more than Jeremy Pena this year.
Crazy.
I saw that. That's
sad.
Yikes. That's scary.
Yeah, that ain't good.
All right, let's move to we'll check the pitching before we get out of here. Let's move to our Dome Phone Players of the Week.
All right.
Dorton, you lead us off.
All right. My player of the week. I'm not sure who you guys are going to take, but I am going with a Ribby leader. The Ribby leader for the week, who also had the highest average, who was Alex Bregman. 5 RBIs. Five RBIs this week. Hit 360, 9 hits, 3 doubles and a dinger, 2 strikeouts. Productive Breggy.
Yeah, that was going to be mine.
Enjoy your beer.
So before the night, I noticed this. He's caught some stray bullets this year. People saying he's not this, he's not that. I'm going to give him a little props about something. He's played in every game but one.
Yep.
Yeah.
and he has that like that's a big deal to him. He's like, no, I want to play as much as possible. He is fifth in the AL and RBIs.
Yeah, that's pretty
Fifth in
impressive.
the AL and RBIs.
And who's
That's
won?
Tucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is Shohei still playing? Because if Shohei gets hurt, I've got a plus $4,000 bet on that.
There you go. I think he still wins.
Why? He doesn't play in the playoffs. Okay, enough about that. All right, Dorton, that was going to be mine. So that's a great one. We do need to. We'll get near the end of the season, and we do need to have a Bregman talk about his contract because, and I'll run some numbers, see where we're at because that's going to be interesting. Fifth in the AL and RBIs and having a down year is pretty impressive. All right, Neil, who's your Dome Phone player of the week?
Slam dunk, Jose Altuve.
God, that was my other one.
Cherry on top with the cycle tonight. The dude is he's our guy. I'll just short and sweet. That's our guy.
Yeah.
Dome Phone.
Okay, well, can I reserve the right, since I'm going last, since he hit a cycle night, that he's my guy next week?
Yeah, right.
No. Nope.
I'm not sure I have a third option.
Were there any no hitters this week?
Almost.
Close.
Wait. Against us or for us?
Both.
Right.
Both. The answer is both.
Yeah, y'all seriously took my two, but that's kind of part of it. So I'm going off. I'm not taking a player. My Dome Phone player of the week that I would love to buy a Dome Phone for, and both you guys.
Is it me?
Those were the picks.
Was it me?
It's not.
Oh,
Dusty.
No, it's not him
It's
either.
Dusty.
I'll never buy one.
Weird.
Yeah, weird.
My Dome Phone player of the week is the entire organization of the Texas Rangers, the team up north. Because without you, we would not have a shot. But y'all have choked so hard, which, by the way, if you go back to the episodes from the get-go of this established episode in May 1st, I believe was the first published podcast, I said that they would choke and regress in the second half. They could not keep this up. So because they've done exactly what I thought they would, team up north, Texas Strangers, you get my Dome Phone player of the week.
Love
You're
it.
not gonna actually buy them a beer, are you?
If they go 1-9 the next 10 games, I'll buy them a keg.
Love it.
So we're going to transition to the prospect of the week. And the prospect of the week is someone we've already done. It is Jacob Melton, who I saw today got promoted finally from High A Asheville, North Carolina to the Corpus Christi Hooks. There's a lot to like about him. He's 6'3", 220. That's left, throws left, can run. I think he's got somewhere around 42 stolen bases. His only knock is he needs to make a little more contact. He has power. Obviously, with the departures of Clifford and Gilbert, he is the quote-unquote number one prospect in the system.
Moving on up.
I was glad to see him get promoted. And it gives a real. So now, son, you graduated from high A, and now you're a double A. So let's see what you can do. Speaking of double A, the Hooks have not been as good as they have normally been. The Sugarland Cowboys have been terrible. Now, records don't always mean everything in minor leagues, but it's nice to win.
Sure.
I will throw this out there since this is my segment. I think that Colton Gordon, Spencer Getty, and Joey Luperfido, 3 guys we've documented on this podcast, are all going to have a shot to make the big club next year at some point. Those are my predictions.
I like it.
If Melton tears it up, maybe he could at the end of the year. But I think Aaron Getty has got a live arm from the right side. Colton Gordon has made some changes and has pitched way better lately. throws hard from the left side. And Joey Luperfido is just versatile and can hit. I think all three of those guys, I think we'll see at some point next year, their clock started and with the big club. So it'll be interesting to watch. They're all three, now at Sugarland. So hopefully Sugarland will be better, and they'll be better next year. So that's what I got. It was good to see Jacob Melton get promoted. He's someone I definitely want to watch to see if he's a future outfielder or not, or a future player. I think he is, but he's just got to make more contact. Any questions on that?
I like Eric Getty is the one that I'm excited probably more than anybody. I think there's something to him. I don't know what it is yet.
This is a great question, Neil. So I agree with you. I like Gordon because he's a lefty. But I'm with you. I've watched Aaron Getty's highlights the last couple of starts. So when and if air quotes, Luis Garcia and Lance Mieski McCullers come back healthy, what do we do next year with this whole deal? Like, it's a great problem to have now that you have Verlander, but let's do the math here. Verlander, Valdez, Javier, Brown.
Yep.
France.
Yep.
Who am I missing?
Verlander. Did you say Verlander?
Yeah. Verlander, Valdez, Javier, Brown, France.
Urquidy.
Urquidy, who I think should stay in the pen.
Garcia, LMJ.
Garcia, Lance Mieski. That's 8.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Now, Garcia won't be back I don't think he'll be back till after the All-Star break.
I mean,
and who knows? The
easy answer there is Urquidy and McCullers turn into part of our bullpen, period.
Good.
Y'all know on the text message, I said McCullers been in the bullpen for 4 years. Yeah. He doesn't want that because he wants to be a starter. So whatever. I'm not saying.
You know what?
I know.
Stay healthy, bub.
Yeah.
The problem is we're gifting him $15 million.
To not be healthy.
Agreed. I think McCullers would actually be good in the bullpen.
I do too.
Wherever. I just like to see him. I just like to see him pitch.
Well, I know because he's family to you. I understand.
We're close.
So
I like it.
We are sponsored by Victoria Equipment Auction for Neil's Throwback Player of the Week. At Victoria Equipment Auction, their number one goal is to get you the best price for your equipment in a hassle-free and professional manner. Whether you're part of a large corporation looking to clear old equipment out of your inventory or an individual interested in selling a single piece, Victoria Equipment Auction is ready to go to work for you. Just drop off the equipment and they will take care of the rest. It's victoriaequipment.com, victoriaequipmentauction.com, and their number is 361-935-2444. Call Clay. We know Kenny and Kevin Griffin. They're great people. They did a great job at their auction last couple weeks ago. Any equipment needs that you have, contact these guys. And Neil, who is your throwback player of the week?
All right. So again, sometimes I give y'all the inside info on this, and sometimes I like surprising you. And I just want to see your facial reaction when I tell you that Eric Anthony is your throwback.
Yes.
Eric Todd Anthony, born November 8th, 1967, was actually drafted by the Astros in the 34th round of the 1986 amateur draft. He played his first game with Houston on July 28th, 1989, in a quick stint that ended from 89 to 93, and then eventually bounced around from the Reds, the Mets, and even the Rockies.
Number 23? Number 23?
It was number 23. So here's the interesting part here. In 1986, Anthony was an 18-year-old Sharpstown High School dropout working on an assembly line at his Houston Plastics company.
Huh.
when he talked his way into a tryout with the Astros and got the scouts' attention when he's hitting a couple of 400-foot bombs, and so they, yeah, so they long story short, drafted him, right? So in the minor leagues, he destroyed pitching down there, and hitting 30 home runs. And today you go, well, 30 home runs. Back in the 80s, 30 home runs was, Babe Ruth stuff, right? So he's destroying the baseball in the minor leagues. And then, like I said, he gets called up. And in his second game as an Astro, hits a 414-foot shot off of Rick Russell. So in the back of my mind, I'd like to say I recall that because, again, we're in our whatever prime as Astro fans as far as our age, and Eric Anthony was a name we heard. Eric Anthony was a guy that we looked and said, this guy is fixing to explode on the scene. And, sky was the limit for that guy, but he hits his home run in the second game that first year and then kind of fizzles, not to be really heard from again. The following season is when he basically made history when he hits the rainbow seats in the Astro.
Yes.
And became
I remember
he was
that.
he was the first that got a star seat. Was he the first that got a star seat?
No,
technically no. Okay, so Jimmy Wynn had one.
Right. That's right.
Doug Rader.
And Doug the Rooster had one. So I think the Roosters, though, was in an exhibition game, if I'm not mistaken. So officially, Eric Anthony was the second guy to hit one in the rainbow seats. And so for the rest of the time, anybody who was aware of that, every time you came to the Astro game, it's kind of like now when you go to Minute Maid, you just kind of peek up at the at the rafters and just whatever you're looking.
You'd find the seat. There it is.
You'd find the seat, had the star with number 23 in it. So
you bet.
Pretty cool. What's kind of weird is that it felt at that time when you were in the Astrodome that was like a 505-foot bomb.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out it was 440 feet, So anyway, they had that seat up there.
In the dome, that's about 470.
It really was, right? So Eric Anthony's illustrious career was not all that illustrious with the Astros. It kind of may have been the high point. He went back and forth between Tucson and Houston at that time. He's another one of these, outstanding quadruple A players.
I was just going to say, he is the true quad A player. Too good for triple A, not good enough for major leagues.
Correct. Singleton comes to mind on something like that. But his best season with the Astros came in '92, where he started in the outfield, hit 19 home runs, 80 RBIs, and then followed that with 15 home runs, 66 RBIs in '93. Now, in the following year, that '93 season, he was traded to the Seattle Mariners for a young left-handed pitcher named anyone?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know
what year?
This would have been '93. Yeah. One of the best left-handed pitchers in the Houston Astros organization.
Mike Hampton.
Mike Hampton. So Eric Anthony.
I didn't know they were tied together. That was just a guess. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Didn't either. So obviously that trade is one of the better ones that kind of goes under the radar, so to speak. And we've done our fair share of positive trades over the years. But Hampton became one of the best ones. So over Eric Anthony's 5 seasons, he hits 224 with 49 home runs. Yeah. Right. Yes, he was in the dome, but at the same time there was some talk that he was going to take the place of Glenn Davis or be in that mix to take over Glenn Davis in the power category, because there was a year where the Astros only the highest home run total was like 14 or 13 or something crazy. And, he's in AAA hitting 30 plus. So Anyway, Eric Anthony, probably the best two stories about Eric Anthony was the home run where he got a seat in the upper deck, and then he got us Mike Hampton. So,
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you
you
think happened? Do you think he got that seat?
I don't know. That's pretty cool, though.
Because
Oh,
they sold all those seats, and you would think that, I don't know, maybe
probably,
or I would
probably. I
hope
mean,
that
they
there's
probably
somewhere.
if he reached if he replied back, probably he probably got it. I don't. Who knows? He had light tower power, but exactly typical quad A player.
yeah.
I didn't know he was from Sharpstown. Without Googling, can you name another ex Astro that? Here's a shout out. Y'all both know she took us to games. My great aunt Melville, God rest her soul,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite people
Yeah.
on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
She lived in Sharpstown forever. She had the Rockets tickets and obviously always took us to the Astros games. I miss her to this day. But so can you name the another Astro that I just knew because he was from Sharpstown, played at Sharpstown High School? Do you know? I mean, if you need hints, let me know.
I need a hint.
Also a pitcher.
I know the Galveston ones.
That was Backy, wasn't it?
Backy, yeah.
Yeah.
Left-handed Houston pitcher.
Won a World Series for another team. I'll even give you even more. Probably
it's not Andy
the greatest.
Pettit, huh?
No, Deer Park.
That's Deer Park.
Good call.
Oh, that's right. Deer Park.
But you're probably and this won't help Dorton, but probably the greatest pitcher to ever pitch for the University of Texas. Like it's, I don't think it's probably like he's number one. So he's won a College World Series and a World Series.
I mean, not Roger, right?
No, lefty.
Lefty.
Is he coaching now?
Roger's not from Sharpstown.
No, he's not coaching.
I don't know. I'm out.
Greg Swindell.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was from Sharpstown.
From Sharpstown. Right. Yep.
God, that makes me mad. He's active on Twitter, and holy moly!
Oh,
I see his stuff.
I follow him, man. He'll get after people too. I love it.
Oh yeah. That's right. I'm mad I didn't get that.
That was a good one. Yeah, Eric Anthony, quad A player.
Yeah, but we got Mike Hampton, so
that's exactly right.
Jerry.
All right, so I don't have this in front of me, but I know I think I text y'all this week. This could have been my dome phone, but I like who I went with my dome phone. The single season record for home runs for a catcher now belongs to Yonir Diaz.
Yep.
Can you name me the two people that were tied with 18? There's two, I believe. I'm not confirmed, but this is what I saw on the telecast a couple of days ago. So but can you name the two people that both had 18 in a season for the Astros?
Oh, what's his name from 2017? Who was
McCann?
Brian McCann.
Like Brian McCann's one of them.
I have no idea who the other one is.
Jason.
I know.
Jason Kruger.
Yeah.
Jason Kruger. I mean, sorry, Castro.
Jason Castro.
No. It wasn't. It was Osmus. It was definitely Osmus.
Let me tell you what, I'd take Osmus right now. It was Jason Castro.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Brian
we
McCann.
have this guy. We have this guy that's had 35-ish starts at catcher, now has the single season record for the Astros.
Oh, okay, here's one. Here, I have one for y'all. Here's a.
I like this game.
Here's a quiz. Y'all ready for this? How many walks does Mr. Yonir Diaz have in total? And even more so, how many walks does he have in August?
Well, he walked tonight. I think he walked 2 nights ago. I know this. I don't know the number, but I know that his walk rate was around 2% for the year.
Okay. That sounds about right. Let me put it this way.
So,
And I'm not going to give you the number, but I'll give you a hint. It's low. It's very low.
I'm going to say 13 walks.
I'm thinking single digits, 9.
Neil nailed it with tonight.
9?
With tonight, it was 8 going into tonight.
Dude.
He's had 2, now 3 walks
in
August. And those came in the past week.
This week. Yeah, they came this week.
And before that, his last walk, mid-July.
I know.
The last time he started. Oh no, sorry. Sorry. No.
But that was, I mean, like, the guy is swinging the bat. Period.
Let me tell you what.
Good.
If he ever finds a little plate discipline, watch that freak out. I'm not saying he doesn't need to go 2% to 15. Just get in the 7, 8, 9 range. Dude, watch out.
Yeah.
The guy hits the baseball. I'm telling you. If Jordan was not on this team, no one hits the ball harder than he does.
So let's go ahead and go here. Let's go. This is a good segue. Okay. All right. Uncle Brantley's gonna come into the lineup.
I was gonna wrap up with this. All right.
Let's do this. Uncle Brantley's gonna come into the lineup. He's gonna be in the outfield. What are we doing? Are we pulling McCormick now?
He's not gonna be now. He's gonna DH.
Are we putting him in DH? So we're just gonna bench Yanier now? Is that what we're doing? Because we know who we're not going to bench. We know who we're not benching. Well, and his name rhymes with
well, here's the deal.
Baldonado.
Here's the deal. It depends on who we're pitching, and it depends on who the opposition is pitching. So tomorrow we're facing that dude that, if it's correct, pitched well against us last week. The only reason I know this is because we had to watch those games.
Mellow Jello.
Yeah. So that's a righty. And Verlander and Valdez aren't pitching. So I think you're going to have Diaz catching, and you're going to have Maldonado DHing tomorrow.
Wait, who?
Wait, who? What?
I mean,
Brantley.
What I say, Brantley. Thank you.
You said your brother was DHing.
That's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to.
I almost fell out of his chair.
Yeah. God help us. Diaz, I think, is going to catch tomorrow because Verlander and Valdez are not pitching, and a righty's going to be. Brantley's going to hit. Brantley's going to DH against righties.
Okay, fine.
In my opinion,
put Jordan out and left, and Diaz behind the plate, and we have ourselves a fantastic lineup. Let's go.
Let's do this.
But
I'll be honest. Hold on, Neil. Hold on. I'll be honest. I don't like talking about this. Here's reasons. I really do think Brantley's dead. I don't think he's really alive. I think it's all fake. I think he's actually dead. And we haven't activated.
I did see his corpse in the dugout.
Well, weekend at Bernie's. It can be weekend at Brantley's. Okay.
Weekend at Brantley's.
I mean, it totally can. Because I will not believe he is actually.
I think we found the title of this podcast, Weekend at Brantley's.
I think we did too. And that was just off the cuff. Because it's been 16 months. Like, I will not believe. It's just like with Jordan. He took forever to get back. I will believe Brantley's in the lineup. Not when he's activated. Not when the lineup comes out. When he steps in the batter's box, I will say, okay, Brantley's playing. He could get stung by a mosquito and get malaria in the on deck circle. Like he can.
And I don't see him playing every day. I just don't.
He
No,
can't.
no. Yeah.
But I think he'll hit against righties. I mean,
well, even at that, we're gonna go snail's pace. You know, that's just how we do it.
I just foresee a few lineups when we've already covered this. We don't have any series left that we can lose, right? Like we don't have any of these like available games that we're just, let's test this out. I foresee a few of these games where it's going to be, well, let's DH Brantley and let's go ahead and we'll sit Chaz and we'll start McCormick. Yeah. We'll start Maldonado behind the plate, and this will be our lineup, right? And
okay. See this. Now we're going to go.
That's what scares me. I'm with you.
I'm with you. All right. Let me ask you this. This ties in, and I want to get back to Brantley, but Jordan slamming his finger, whatever, in the door. You're telling me this is what bothers me about the Astros. Okay, you're telling me he wasn't good enough to pinch hit in the ninth inning of that game, but 13 hours later he was okay to start.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Do you understand? Like that, and I didn't blow y'all up because we all are busy. We all have our jobs, and with school starting and all the kids' sports, just like you guys are dealing with.
Yeah.
But like that was irritating. So we gave him an extra day. We know that's what Dusty does.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't take a bat and pinch hit in that ninth inning. But he could start the day game 13 hours later. That makes
way more healthier.
That makes zero sense.
You know, it's just one game, Kruger. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's just one game, man.
Okay. All right. See, this is what you're doing.
That's it.
You're baiting me, and I'm taking the bait. Let me tell you something about this one game BS. Okay. By my calculations of what I've looked on baseballreference.com, go check it out. Maldonado is a -1.5 or 1.4 minus WAR. Okay, that means wins above replacement. We're not going to get in that discussion right now, but that means he's basically worth a negative. He's worth a loss and a half a season. Okay. Yonir Diaz right now, his WAR, wins above replacement, is around almost 4.5. Last time I checked, it might have changed. Let's assume it's 4. Okay. That means there's a difference of playing one player over the other of 5.5 games of wins.
5.5.
You're right. 5.5.
Math.
Do you think those 5.5 games matter right now?
Sure.
Yeah, they do.
Every game matters. It's a long season. It's 162 games. But what's amazing is it usually comes down to 1 or 2 or 3 games, because that's how thin the margin is of this talent. And let me tell you what, if we miss this West by 1 or 2 games, I'm going to.
It's on Dusty. Period.
100%.
It's on Dusty.
With the WAR and numbers alone at one position.
If you're going to step up and take the World Series accolades, which he did, and I'm still going to say some of that we won in spite of Dusty, right? Like some of those games we won in spite of.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're going to step up and you're going to take that, you better step up and retire the F down if we miss the playoffs because of this.
I know we've sent text messages out. His interviews, they're pissing me off. I can't watch them.
No, you're going to thank. Listen, you're going to thank him
later. Yeah,
we're all going to thank him. We're going to thank. You're lucky to even be listening to him. To be honest,
honored.
God, he pisses me.
You're
off.
lucky.
He pisses me.
You're
off.
honored. You're honored.
He's so great.
The fact that his voice is gracing your ears is pretty amazing.
And this segment, of the podcast is brought to you by sarcasm. Um, So, okay, one last thing, and then we'll wrap it up. I mean, we had to get some stuff off our chest. Dorton, thank you for bringing that up. This goes back to your Brantley, bringing Uncle Mike up. What's the lineup? What's the lineup tomorrow, assuming Diaz is catching and Brantley's DHing? And the only reason why I assume Diaz is catching is because there's a righty on the mound, and Valdez and Verlander are not pitching.
So I think it's Altuve, Breggy, Jordan. I don't
Tucker.
think they would. Yeah, they're not going to change Tucker. I don't think they're going to change the top four. I think Diaz should be 5, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to put Uncle Mike at 5 and put Diaz.
I don't think he'll go
6.
3 lefties in a row.
Okay.
No, he won't.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, that's fair. So Diaz at 5, Uncle Brantley at 6, and then Chaz at 7.
Abreu.
And who do we have left? Abreu 8,
and
probably where he belongs.
Pena
hit 9.
Oh my God, I love Pena hitting 9. I love it.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, that lineup in and of itself sounds fantastic.
I think
because you have an
Abreu
who is let's be real here, getting hot. Like, he's hitting the ball.
Tap.
He hit a
tap the brakes on that.
How many home runs has he had in the past couple of days?
1 tonight.
2. No, he hit another dong the other day.
He's got 11 for the year. Congratulations.
Yeah. So
good job, first base.
He's hitting the ball right now. Agree?
Maybe he's getting healthy. I told you. Like,
again,
if he goes off in the playoffs,
he has the same amount of home runs as Martin Maldonado Dorton.
And if he goes off and he explodes and he's the reason we win the West, we're going to go, God, I love that guy.
Exactly. We got to get there first, and he's got to actually do it. So,
sure.
My thoughts are, that's interesting. That's why I want to ask the question. I agree. The 4 of the 4. 5 is going to be Diaz. 6 is going to be Abreu. 7 is going to be Uncle Mike. 8 is going to be McCormick. And 9 is going to be Jeremy Mieski.
I can see both are the two, both of what y'all said are the 2 choices that I would think too. So I don't have anything to add to that.
I think that's what it's going to be. And I'm here for it. Like, I want to see it.
I'm fine with that as well.
I can't wait.
Just so long as we don't see any craziness going around tomorrow.
What?
That's what's going to kill me.
What? You mean like Myers starting instead? Something silly like that?
Maybe something like, I don't know. Like, let's get
hold on.
Let's get Julks a few more at bats, guys.
Well, if Brantley comes up,
Julks is about to get shipped to Sugarland where he belongs. Okay,
yeah.
So you know what I would, you want to know what I would like to see?
Yeah,
sure.
Those 4, Diaz 5. I would do McCormick 6. I would do Brantley 7. I would do Abreu 8. And Dubon 9.
Ooh. Put Pena on the bench for a little bit.
Now, he can get a day off. Rotate, platoon him. Why not?
Yeah.
Pena's getting hot. He
hit 423 this week.
Congratulations. He's finally done what he's supposed to be doing. Thank you, Pena. It's only week 74 of the baseball season. Thank you so much. Please show up. Thank you. There is nothing wrong with him and Dubon platooning because I personally think Dubon's a better shortstop defensively. I think Pena has more pop, and Maldonado has more home runs than Pena has.
Nice. Hey, Brian, but tell me this. This is the we were talking before we started. You're talking about Altuve's cycle, and you teased us. So finish
yeah. Okay, so Altuve.
Because I'm curious.
My goodness, Altuve hit the cycle tonight for if just in case we
first time in his career.
First time in his career. Boy called it before it, and it was.
I already gave you props. We're past that.
The last, and I will give you this: the last cycle that happened for the Astros was in 2013. 2013, and we went through the previous ones. I'm going to do it real quick. Previous cycles were Cesar Cedeno hit the first two in 1972, 1976, and then Bob Watson hit one in 1977. Then Andahar Cedeno hit one in 92. And then we got Baggy in 2001. And we got Biggio in 2002. We got Luke Scott in 2006, which is nuts, by the way.
Does it say where that one was? Does it tell you?
Arizona at Houston. Okay. And we lost that game. And how about this? In the fourth inning with one out for the Luke Scott cycle, in the fourth inning, Scott's homer on second, Mike Lamb of God.
No,
on
man.
second.
Wow. I liked Mike Lamb.
I did too. Huge fan. All right, so that was 2006. The next one happened in 2013. Seattle at Houston.
And we were not good.
Not good at all. This person, I'll even give you this. This person hit right after JD Martinez.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't help, but hold on.
He was a rookie. He was a rookie at the time.
That just blew my mind right there. The rookie.
Charlie Carter?
Not Charlie Carter. He was batting seventh in the lineup behind JD Martinez and Justin Maxwell.
Justin Maxwell?
I love this. He hit for the cycle, accounting for 5 hits and 2 RBIs in the 10-7
I know who it is.
loss.
I know who it is.
Who?
Brian Bozasevic.
No.
Nope. I thought he hit for the cycle with the Astros.
No.
I don't even.
I'll even give you his first name. How about that?
No. Give me another hint.
I'll give you his first name.
What position did he play?
Jordan has to look it up.
I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't even know. His first name is Brandon. His last name is Barnes.
Oh, I don't remember that. Brandon. Wow.
Brandon Barnes.
Yeah, we would have been here a while.
Yeah.
We'd have been here a while.
No chance.
He was a rookie outfielder.
I remember him, but I would not have guessed that. That's been 10 years since someone did the cycle?
Yep.
Unless you were at that game. I don't even know if it was televised back then.
No, it wouldn't have been.
No, it was.
No, that would have.
And we were.
Yeah, that would have been televised.
We were bad.
Yeah.
That would have been
remember.
televised.
So in 2013, I was living in Spring/Woodlands. And I mean, I was 35, 40 minutes, depending on traffic from Minute Maid. And I went a couple times. And I was like, I'm not going again. It's like I'm going to watch a AAA team. They were terrible. Terrible.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's a good one. Good job, Ralph Tuve, the future Hall of Famer.
Unbelievable.
It was
man.
cool. One thing was cool. Verlander and Miguel Cabrera facing each
No
other,
doubt.
tipping the hat to each other. That was
Yep.
cool. We're going to wrap it up. Guys, I appreciate it's Monday night. Again, we're learning our schedules with all of our jobs and all of our kids and sports and band and all this stuff that all our kids are in. So there could be some jumping back and forth. We appreciate it. Thank you, those that are sharing. Like, share, follow, rate, review. We love getting feedback. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. So please, we appreciate it. Tell your mom, tell your mom's mom to tell your mom, and tell her friends. And all I'm going to say is, boys, go Stros.
Go Stros.
Go Stros.